Today I'm in part of the country famous for its waterways and fenlands. It's a wet and wild habitat for this tasty resident, traditionally served up as something of a delicacy in this part of the world. Curious as to where I am? Join us as we escape to the country. In today's show, we'll be helping a family escape the confines of the big smoke and get more for their money out in the country. And we're hoping to blow them away with all the lovely properties we've lined up.
Oh, wow.
Some of them take their breath away. You still breathing?
No.
Just. And finally, we'll end up at the Mystery House, which will hopefully be a resounding success.
You can hear the echo on it, it's so big.
I'm in East Anglia, where fenland eels have been trapped and eaten for generations. They were once so important to the local economy that a bag of eels could be used instead of money. If only that were the case these days. But there's more to East Anglia than eels. We're here for the houses, and today our property search takes us to North Cambridgeshire. Cambridgeshire sits in the east of England, along with its East Anglian neighbours of Norfolk, Suffolk and Essex. The landscape is shaped by the Fens, a vast region of wetlands, rivers and waterways, created by centuries of water drainage and land reclamation. It covers some 1,500 square miles stretching across the top of Cambridgeshire and West Norfolk, and they contain over 250 different species of wildlife. The county's capital is Cambridge, home of the world-famous university. And then there's the town of Ely, with its imposing medieval cathedral. It's the incredible view from its impressive spire that gave rise to its nickname, the Ship of the Fens. So what about the architecture? Predictably, there's a bit of everything for all tastes, from cosy country cottages to classic Victorian and Georgian properties. But if you're looking for something quirky, you could snap up something like this, a converted windmill. So what's the cost of living with all these liquid assets? Well, I can tell you that the average property price here in Cambridgeshire is just over £254,000. That's 4% above national average. It's a property market that consistently holds its own thanks to architecture, academic buzz and really good rail links to London. It's a very popular destination for growing families in search of more room to roam. Tempted? You might be after you've seen some of the finest properties currently on the market. If it's pure luxury you're after, how about this magnificent 17th century Grade 2 country pile in Glinton near Peterborough? The living space is breathtaking and there's a wealth of period features too. The price tag for this impressive house, £975,000. £625,000 on the other hand would buy you this 5-bed, stone-built home in Alwerton. Entertain to your heart's content in this beautifully fitted kitchen and dining room and tasteful living space. It's got great transport links too. But if it's something smaller that you're after, how about this 4-bedroom detached property in Wisbech? Lots of warmth here with its great use of wood and natural materials throughout. Plus it has the bonus of each bedroom having en-suites. On the market for £295,000. With such a wide range of properties available here in Cambridgeshire, let's hope we can satisfy today's house hunters. Today we're with Mark, an audit manager, and his wife Deana, a retail manager. They live in Ilford in a 4-bedroom semi with their 2 boys, Joshua and Joel.
When we moved into this property 12 years ago, it very much was our dream house. But we've got children now and we just feel that we're looking for our new dream house. The boys share a bedroom at the moment and it would be good for them to have 1 bedroom each. I also work from home a lot and I'm tucked away in the loft at the moment, which isn't properly converted, and it would be great to have a study that I could use for work.
We'd also like a reasonable sized garden so the boys have got more room to play. I'd also like a guest room for people to actually come and stay.
They'd like to be near a church too. It's all about quality of life, especially for the boys.
We'd like to move to the country because we really feel it would be good for us as a family and for the boys, a better lifestyle, lots of nice country air, country walks.
All 4 of us also like motor racing as well, and it would be good to get the boys into something like quad biking or go-karting would be really great.
We're looking for a village location. We'd like to feel still part of a community and have people around us, though not right on top of us.
And it's also very important for our two children to be able to make friends and us to make friends as well.
Mark and Deana want to have the big outdoors on their doorstep, but they also need a location where it's easy for them to get to and from work. And they've set their hearts on Cambridgeshire.
It's still within a reasonable commute back to friends and family that still live in this area, but it's well away from the built-up area we currently live in now.
They both have clear ideas about what they want from their new home.
It would be good to have some special features in the new house, like an open fireplace, perhaps a few oak beams, although not too many.
We'd actually like to have a bit of character to it as well, but perhaps have some rooms that are nice and light and airy.
This kitchen's been really great for us, but in the new property, I'd like perhaps somewhere we can have a table so the children can eat.
A real passion of mine is music. I play the flute, piano and guitar, and the piano's here in this room, but the other instruments are sort of spread out around the house at the moment, and it will be great in the new property to have a music room where we can keep the instruments and I can just enjoy my music.
Mark and Deana have sold their property already. They put it on the market last year and sold it for £335,000. So, what's their budget?
Our budget for the new property is £365,000, but if we actually took out a small mortgage, we could stretch to £400,000.
Mark and Deana have a good budget for their new family home. With two growing sons, space is going to be the key. Not only are they after 4 bedrooms, but ideally they'd like 3 reception rooms. So that would give Mark a good-sized study and that all-important music room. They also want a good-sized garden, and they want all of this in or on the edge of the village. No pressure then? Well, actually, yes, quite a lot of pressure. There's huge demand from families for this type of property in Cambridgeshire. We'll just have to get there before the rest. We'll be starting our search near the East Anglia border where Cambridgeshire, Norfolk and Suffolk meet. The main towns Cambridge and Ely have great transport links, important as Mark and Deana will both need to commute. In today's show I'll be taking them to see 3 fantastic properties, but as usual I won't be revealing how much they cost until after they've had a good look around. The last of the 3 will be the mystery house, which is sure to throw a spanner in the works. Mark, Deana, welcome to North Cambridgeshire. Really good to meet you.
And you?
Home in the Fenlands. You're after a village location. This is typical of what you get in this area. Have you still got the budget?
Yes, we haven't spent it yet. Still the maximum of £400,000.
Phew.
Yeah.
I'm really glad about that. But your circumstances have changed, haven't they?
I have, yes. We've actually sold our house now. We're actually renting accommodation, so we're quite desperate to move out quite quickly, really.
The pressure's on.
Pressure's on.
My only reservation is that you're after this substantial property and you want it in the village or on the edge of the village. Will you move further out?
If you really fell in love with something that you showed us, then perhaps we would consider moving further out, yes.
So I can sway you.
Might be able to.
Or even a couple of miles out.
Maybe, yeah.
Should we get on with it?
Yeah, we'll get
Absolutely.
on with
Come
it.
on.
Excellent.
So Mark and Deana have a budget of up to £400,000. On their wish list are 4 bedrooms, a large kitchen, a music room and study for Mark, as well as a bigger garden for the boys. They'd also like to be near good schools.